Yep. Too much money. Can't stop that. Roll out. Roll out. This stuff keeps foaming and foaming if you don't. It's got peroxide in it. But that's what I get at the doctor's. This is literally what they give me every time I see them. And I have to keep washing my mouth out. This one dropped because I got headbutted. Because I'm cool like that.
She said, no, you're not.
Looks like the baby's going shopping. Yeah, she says, I'm going shopping, Dad.
Give me all your credit cards.
Give me them credit cards, Daddy. Me and Mommy going shopping. Uh-huh. Yeah. Whoa.
Don't show me that.
That's my baby. Daddy gives you water. I won't give it to you right now because you're going to get all soaking wet. But she loves sipping water with Dad. Yes. She loves sipping water with Daddy.
Roll out.
All right, guys. I'm rolling out. Gotta go to work. Unfortunately, fortunately. Wait, where did those Red Bulls go?
Oh, they're in the car still.
Thanks. Love you. Sorry about that. How is everybody doing today? Make sure you like and subscribe, please. It really does help. No one has been subscribing lately. I went from getting like 40 subscribers a day to 0. But that doesn't mean that I've done anything different other than I played radio, okay? I played the radio when I was on live and YouTube shadow banned me. But they had every right to, so just hit that subscribe button. We're at work. Look, see, this is my job. I work so dang hard, right? Roll out. Can't stop that. What you got in that bag? Holy moly, holy moly, holy moly. Figured, hey, if I'm gonna drink Red Bull, I might as well brush my teeth. Anyway. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag, boy? All right. Biggest thing, we got to seal this off. It's already sealed up in some areas, but like, not really, right? Yesterday, We sealed this room. This is all sealed up. Let's check for any exposed gaps because that's what professionals do. Make sure that their job was done correctly. Yep. Yep. Look at that big old tripod. That thing's taller than I am. Better than the last one. The last one treated me good, but I had to get a bigger one. So this used to be a slab floor. This whole room is sealed up. Everything's looking good. Look at that. Black granite. Corian countertop with an undermount sink. Love it. Beautiful gold tile, right? With the matching black granite bullnose. Looking good. So there will be a mirror right here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, please. I work so hard for this. Okay, so I have to seal around all this stuff. What do you think? Should I paint this or should I seal it with, what do you call that stuff? What should I do? Paint it or no paint? Excuse me. See what I did here? That's AZEK. And it's actually dadoed up into, so it's impressed over that. Then we have, I have to seal off all this. It's looking good though. That's all AZEK. Even the royal trim is all AZEK. Quarter round. AZEK triangle. Shelf. I had to add that ugly thing, but it's putting warm air into someone's room. Their last one was like 10 feet that way, and they cut it off. They shut the whole thing off. So this is the other end of his room. Cut a hole in the floor, put this, hook that up, all set. Good to go. Now he has heat in his room. But, see how dusty this is? I can't spray the wall when it's that dusty. So we have a lot of work to do. See that? That's drywall. I have to paint that. Over here, I have to put another coat of mud on this as well. So there's quite a bit of work left to do if I do it correctly. I could just fucking do it, right, all of it, leave it right now. Paint every single thing in this house white. I don't know why I'm not, to be honest. As a matter of fact, I have to call my real estate agent and ask her before I get going on much anything. And I just want to make sure that what I'm painting is going to help. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag, baby? All right, right there, that's what I'm looking for. We call this a sponge sander. Sponge sander. Where are you now? You know you're doing good when you can't find it. Now I'm going very light here. Very light. Okay, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Oh, hold on. There we go. Roll out. Can't stop that. Make sure you like and subscribe, please. I'm working hard. Hard. I'm working very hard. Not soft. Put it this way. I'm so hard, I'm not soft. Get it? I want this nice and soupy. Okay. Now, for this type of thing, I do end up putting way too much on at first, but that gives me a base and it keeps it nice and moist, and then I finish it off. So really, right there is where I need it. And right now, I'm filling all the extra bubbles. So basically, this is called a skim coat, but it's so that you get all the bubbles out of the mud. Like watch, I'll show you right here. I'll show you. You see all them bubbles? See all that? See all the bubbles right there? It's a lot of bubbles, right? That's because the mud bubbles up, kind of like a pimple or like a sponge. Got all that air in it. Well, that's the same thing here. And that last coat of mud fills all those bubbles, right? And you want the mud nice and wet, right? So take it and go all the way up. And then come back down, all the way down. And I'm filling everywhere that I mudded before, and then I'm literally skimming it right off. See all the extra? That extra's fine. It's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna peel all this dry stuff from me winding down hard on it, and I'm gonna go once again. Now right there, I kind of leaned a little to the left. This one, I'm gonna go on the top. I'm feathering it at that edge by putting different amounts of pressure on the mud when I trowel it. Well, of course I just did that. There it is. That's the last coat. And that's a glass coat. Cool. Okay. That's the last of all the mud. I'll make sure this is good. So right here, when I'm doing this, I'm actually looking to make sure there's no bubbles, right? And once you've gone over it and there's no bubbles, that's a really good indicator that your mud is at the point where, whoops. It's an indicator that your mud is at the point where it's finished, right? Your mud doesn't have any bubbles in it anymore. Everything's cool. I just had to paint after the worst drywallers. Project manager settlement back into almost 90 completed hotel rooms to patch over my finish, as if they needed a sheen to see their mistakes. I hear you. I hear you. A lot of guys don't even go through and make sure, right? And I mean, look, I'm the builder, the drywaller, the mudder, the painter, the tiler, the installer. I do everything, right? So it's hard to mess up because I'm always backtracking every time I go do something, and then I have to go back over it because I'm the next guy that comes in. So I see everything, right? When I mess up all the time. It's okay to mess up. It's what you do after. If you can fix your mess up, it's fun. And then once you've done it so long, it's like it's second nature. It's second nature at the end. Yeah, it's gonna have to be. You know what I'm saying? They have to literally stand up for their responsibility. Jay's House, make sure you share my channel. I like you. You talk sense. That's the thing. Some people don't talk sense anymore. It's not sensible anymore. And it's like, where are we going anyway? Like, what is the point here? Why do we have to all be ignorant, right? Yeah, basically, I get really irritated when people don't speak normal common sense. It's just normal common sense. And a lot of it is so that they don't feel like they have to take responsibility for their actions. That is 99.9% of it. They were raised where everything was going to be okay. It was daddy, mommy will take care of it, honey. You don't worry about a thing. If they're mean to you, I'll buy you your own trophy. Don't worry, you don't have to win, honey. All right, if everybody gets a trophy, then why do we have the Olympics now? Why do we care who's better? Everyone gets a trophy. You know, what's the sense to compete? We're all the same, right? It's like, come on, dude. Just because you've lost so many times, now you gotta try to take the shine from everyone by now saying that we're all equal. All right, if we're all equal, then why are we competing for anything? What's the competition about if we're all equal? If you're just gonna buy him a trophy too, or buy her a trophy, right? I'll tell you why. Because they make money off of our backs. It's all about money. Everything is about money. Now, I got a question. Do you guys want to be, so far, even men can be women and win their, it's pathetic, yeah, and they say toxic masculinity. Yes, you couldn't beat men, so you literally changed your body into a woman, or at least you try to, and you go and beat up on women, because, oh, hey, it's like the fat kid who couldn't run, so he beat the guy up for the donut. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't fight you. I can't get the donut before you, so I'm just going to beat you up so I can get your donut anyway. I said, give me that fucking donut. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Yeah, dude. And yes. And the pharmaceutical company, these things cost $1,600 a day, dude. And it's on our backs. I'm sorry, but I pay over 30 grand a fucking year in taxes of my money. Okay? I know what it's like to pay money into taxes. That's pennies to some people. However, that's a huge fraction of my income. I don't want it going to junk. The hell, you're spoiling the kid. You're mending their minds. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like and subscribe. It's crazy as hell. You guys got me talking politics all over again. Because that's what happens. It's all about politics. The whole thing circles. Yeah, dude, you have to bend your fucking knee or you're a nobody to them. They will make sure that you literally don't like it. You don't want to be there. It's horrible. I'm not paying $1,600 a day, so some kid that isn't even fucking mentally mature yet can then turn himself into a girl, or a woman can turn herself into a boy. You aren't even mentally mature enough yet. You can't even go to war. You can't buy a pack of smokes. You really shouldn't be having sex. Why are you so worried about your sex if you shouldn't even be having sex right now? Usually, traditionally, you have sex when you're married, okay? You don't worry about sex when you're a little kid. So they need to stop propagating in our schools. Whoever's doing it is using the school system as their fucking, big loudspeaker. They're popping pride flags up instead of American flags. They're teaching kids about why do we have health class all day? Used to be like you have health class maybe once or twice, a little. Now they have health class, let's just talk about it all day long. Yeah, bro. Dude, I had to move out of the city and I'm at the top of it. I'm literally from the most democratic northern point in New England. So it's on the map, you know what I mean? I'm in the Rockland area, right on the coast, and it starts right about Rockland, Bangor, right on the coast, and it goes right down the whole damn thing, all the way down into Rhode Island, New Jersey, Connecticut, all that shit, Maryland. So, yeah, I hear you. Hey, I'm smoking right now, but I haven't painted anything, and I'm gonna seal all these shelves with polyacrylic, and I'm gonna do the cabinets as well. And this place is a 2-bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom. It's got a bathroom. You got your own laundry, your own dryer, front door, back door. You know what I'm saying? This place is pretty good. It's a good hookup. I've put 100 grand into it. This by the end of it, it'll easily be 100,000 that I've put into it myself. So it'll be on Airbnb. This is exactly what I did. I just said, fuck it. I don't want to, baby drug addicts and alcoholics all day. I got sick and tired of clients ripping me off on my last half. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to bet on myself. How's this? Give me a multi-unit that has something I can build in it that still is running and up and going. So I got a multi-unit with 3 different apartments. I put bedrooms in each one, and then I built this one, right? My garage burnt down with over $350,000 worth of my product and material and structure. So I lost a lot, but I'm up here. I have a foundation now. I could probably make a house on it, right? But anyway, it just pisses me off. You know what I mean? So I started doing this instead. And now I have to seal this trim. Do you guys want to look on this way, or do you want to be like on the side? This is probably better, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Something like this. I think that'll work. Is that good? Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be smoking. But remember, I have to paint all the ceilings, all the walls. I have nothing that is in here right now, not even 1 square inch will be the same. It'll all be coated over with paint. It'll all have lacquer on it. It'll all be disinfected and wiped down. This whole place. I know. I put 100 grand in the place and I fucking smoking it. I have a vape pen. I'll use that. All right, I put it out. No more smoking. It's disgusting, I know. So hear me out. I'll use my vape pen from now on. I knew it was gonna be time soon. I can't smoke in here anymore. I get it. I'm sorry. Hit that like and subscribe, guys, please. I'm literally on the tail end of a year-long project that I've worked almost every single day for. I've worked almost every single day. I think I have probably like 60 days consecutive that I have worked in here every day. But I have a lot of those. There's like probably 3 stretches where I've had 2 months every day. I've literally been working on this place for the last year. So it takes a lot though. I also have to run a family, I have to run a business, and I also have to take care of other stuff on the property. So I've had to pick away at it, but I've been getting it done. And getting it done, I will do right now. So, without further ado, don't leave me. Don't leave me. If you do leave, please share my channel. Just please put it on one of your, share my channel, put it on one of your, your social media platforms, and just tell people, hey, this guy's working hard. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it. I'm working my ass off. I built this trailer. Well, I built the inside. I love that. I did the 5th wheel tailgate look, but I did it so I could get bigger stuff in there. There's Odin. There's my puppy dog. Yes, he's my baby puppy. That's my baby puppy, pop. Yes, I love you, baby. His dog food is $85 a bag. But at least I know he's not getting cancerous, nasty product in him, right? That puppy eats good. He also eats all of my leftovers of my deer scraps. And I killed, I'm a bow hunter, so I try to get at least 3 a year. If I can bring 3 home, I know we're gonna eat really good all year. You throw some of that stuff in the crock pot, oh my God, it just falls apart and it's so good. The trick with deer, anything gamey like that, any red meat, you wanna use a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of Worcester. Salt, pepper, garlic. And I'll tell you what, these gorilla work platforms, I'm a beast and I have a hard time handling them. These things are sturdier than hell. Right at Home Depot. Don't go buying no Werner. Werners suck. I literally almost died on a Werner. I'm not kidding. If you need staging, go to Alumapol. If you need, they bought Louisville. Werner literally bought Louisville. I can't believe that they bought Louisville ladders during COVID. And then what they did was they literally took Louisville ladders and they literally fucked them up so bad, dude. It was so horrible. They did like the worst additions possible and then they slapped their name on the side of a Louisville ladder. It's not a Louisville anymore. Werner put their touch on it. It's like, come on, man. They still have the Louisville structure though. Make sure you like, subscribe, and please share my channel. What in the hell, Bobby? My mama said I could have a green screen if I wanted to, Bobby. My mama said I could do it. Yep. I'm working my ass off. I'm getting there slowly but surely, my baby. Oh, slowly but surely. And I gotta tell you, I've been working a long time. Right here, Marshalltown. Knee pads, gotta have them. If I'm not using my Milwaukee caulking gun, the cordless electric, I'm using this. It's called dripless. You can get them right at Sherwin-Williams. They have the cutter. It cuts the tip right there. And they have the plunger on them as well. Shit, we gotta cover this. I have it right here. Yeah, so just the countertops are worth about $7,000, maybe even more. The countertops with the tile, about $10,000. With the tile, they're about $10,000. It's crazy. Now, I hope that they up the value of my home. I did 3 backsplashes. I did 3. So I did 1. I did this one here, and then I also did the bathroom, this bathroom here, right here. Now, there's a big mirror that's gonna go here, and it literally fits perfect. And then I also did another one just like this in my bathroom, 2 apartments that way. That's the same exact tile, but it's way higher and it looks really good. And that also has a mirror on it. Really pretty tile. You know, super pretty stuff. When it's bigger, the blue pops way better, but I figured I'd give it that beachy ocean feel, you know? Beachy ocean, we're near the coast. Why not? I'm trying to make this a destination, you know, somewhere like Airbnb destination. I just remembered, you know, this is what happens. You get going with caulking and mud, and then you remember certain areas. Oh shit, I gotta mud that. Oh shit, I gotta mud that too. Oh shit, I gotta mud that, you know? So it kind of, yeah. But this is 4-stair unit, the whole main part of the house. My apartment is completely separate, so I have a Renai heater in there. And actually, that's really good heat. Can't say it's good heat, it's sufficient heat. I would say it's not expensive to run. I've been looking at heat pumps. What do you guys think? I just heard they're expensive, that's all. This one spot right here, I really need to make sure is done right. Oops. That's why I wear my canvas. I have painter's pants from Sherwin-Williams. I wear my own white tee. And I have my hat. This used to be dark blue, like that. But now it's just paint spray. Crazy. But that's what hard work looks like right there, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, please. Just please hit that subscribe button. It's free. It'll help me a lot. I have a family. I work hard. God bless you all. Let's get to work. Got my dripless, the nail puller just in case. I like using this. I've had this for 10 years, over 10. This is what I always carry on me. It's a 22 ounce. Got my China bristle, gotta have that. It's a little beat up. This is what goes in my belt. This goes in my belt as well. Gotta have that right there. Now there's a nail. Yep. Nail punch. I have all of this style. This is the Anders version, but I have all the different sizes of the nail punch with the chisel. And then, of course, you gotta have a wet rag. Now this rag is just a little too big. Oh, see, it's got texture. We can't run that. If we ran that, it would look like shnikes. You gotta get a rag that doesn't have any texture on it. If it's rough, if it has kind of lines built into it, this is good. Lovely. Bang. Make sure you like and subscribe now. All right, we're gonna pull up a little bit. What are you? That's funny. So I'm actually taking a holiday, and you guys are gonna come along with me. And when I go down there, I'm going to a return client's house. I have to paint something. There's a couple rooms that she wants us to paint. So I'm gonna go in there, wide open, get her done. All right, let's go do the hard stuff first. First, I'm gonna just kind of give it some love. Make sure. So from here down is already done. But I literally grinded the floor down with a 14-inch wet saw without the hose on it for about a week straight. And then I put self-leveler down, and then I put my floor down. The floor was like $4,000, stupid price. So, needless to say, I'm in a lot of debt. But, needless to say, that debt will go away quick as soon as we rent this out. But, needless to say, that's easier said than done. And look at me, I went for the easy stuff first. Never do the easy stuff first. Always do what's high and away. So go to your farthest point. If I do it, I gotta finish it. There we go. A little extra. So you're gonna go to your furthest point, and you're gonna do the hardest stuff first. So we're gonna go underneath. I'll do this whole underside the whole way down. Now, I'll tell you, I thank God every single day that I am where I am in my life right now. I worked so hard to get here. To be able to own my own multi-unit, to be able to just work on the house, you know. Now, I'm going into debt pretty bad. I need to get back to work and start making real money. But, of course, this is gonna pay me for the rest of my life. So this is a job that, you know, it's not just one check. You get a check every month. So this will pay itself off. I just have to deal with the hard stuff right now. That's all. Just gotta do the hard stuff. Remember, any extra sealant, we're gonna drive right into any gap or crack. And you're gonna wanna fill those gaps really, really strong. You wanna fill them completely in. Push deep, get all the air out of it. And then wipe every bit of it off. All the stuff on the face. So I'm just using extras to get the stuff that's in front of me. There's a bubble in this. There's a bubble in here. All right, here we go. Do you think Diddy had dirt on Kamala, and that's why they put Diddy in prison while she was on her campaign? Because he threatened the vote. He said, Diddy said, I will hold the vote hostage if you don't do this. And then how long later? He was in prison. I'm not an advocate for Diddy at all. Hell no. But there's a lot of memes of it lately, and I have a good feeling. Obviously, he's a fucking creature, right? He's a monster. We know this. But I have a feeling that there's a lot more monsters that we're not being told about because now they have all the evidence, right? You know what I'm saying? So there's some people that are covering their butts right now by making sure that any evidence that he had is not in his presence. I mean, with Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew had to come out in the news channel and deny the claims against him. Like he was on like ABC News or something. Like this isn't a joke, this is for real shit, right? Yeah, I have a good feeling that Diddy was blackmailing people. He was trying to blackmail Kamala, so I wonder what shady evidence he has on Kamala. that'd be wild to figure that one out. You know, he says, I'll hold the vote hostage if you guys don't do this. And then, bam, we find out Kamala used to go to his parties, and then he's in prison. Remember, I'm not saying that Diddy, I'm not trying to vote on his behalf. He does not have my confidence. The guy's a monster. You know what I'm saying? He's simply a monster. However, like I told you earlier, I think Kamala probably has some dirt on her. Fortunately or unfortunately, you know? I'm just saying, probably. Because they have pictures of her at his parties. You know what I'm saying? There's literally pictures. Talk to me, people. You scared to say anything? I'm sorry. I guess I'll stop talking about it. That's the thing though, like they literally terrify people into not saying anything. Look at what they did, the January 6 people. I guarantee some of those protesters were literal paid for by Democrat politicians, dressed up as MAGA, and then they take the evidence against the people and they destroy it. It's like, okay, so these are bad people, but you destroyed all your evidence. Why can't we see the evidence? What's going on with that? So anytime someone throws January 6th in your face, just say, oh, where'd the evidence to all that go? Why'd they destroy it all? Why did they have to pardon the whole committee? What did they do bad? Why did they need a pardon? What's wrong? What's going on? And then remind them. That Kamala Harris and a lot of other Democrats literally had bail funds. They were bailing out people that were burning down cities, Minneapolis, Seattle, everywhere really, but they had a bail charity to bail these people out so that they could put them right back on the streets so they could do some more robbing, raping, and pillaging and killing. These people were burning down police stations. What in the hell is that? They're making cops the bad guys. Now I understand sometimes that happens. Sometimes cops will get out of hand. They use their authority, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I understand that. However, that doesn't mean that you can just go and shoot them up and take their station over, burn their station down. That's crazy as hell, right? They actually killed people that day. Well, they actually held that shit for like months. Remember the Chaz Zone in Seattle? You guys remember that? But then they'll throw January 6th in someone's face that had nothing to do with January 6th. However, they never want to own up to their party's downfalls. They always just want to say, nope, you did it. And now we're finding out that the FBI literally had people in MAGA wear, literally wearing MAGA, that were actually paid for by the FBI. So they're paying people to show up at these protests to act like they're a bad guy from the other side. Gee, I wonder why the cops were waving the people in. Why were the cops waving people into the state house there? Why would they do that if they didn't want them there? Now I understand, just like I told you, sometimes cops are bad. Well, sometimes people are bad. Sometimes, stuff happens. And then when they're bad, what do? They get held accountable. Now, there's a weird thing, cops sometimes have immunity, right? I don't understand that law. Sometimes maybe it doesn't seem fair, right? But they do have an immunity, lawfully, I believe. Sometimes people get away with doing things that they shouldn't have, Let's hope that they figure out who's been trafficking all these little kids and, using kids for their satanic rituals as sacrifice and all this crazy satanic evil stuff that they've been doing. Let's figure out who the hell's running that show. You know what I mean? They couldn't kill Trump. They couldn't put him in jail, so they tried to kill him. They couldn't defame him, so it went defame him, call him a Nazi, say that he's a woman beater. Let's do anything we can to defame the guy, right? And then all of a sudden that didn't work, so what'd they do then? Then, okay, that's not working on the public eye. All right, well, let's say that he's colluding. Let's put him in jail. Okay, all right. That turned into a success story when he had his mugshot. Oh, Well, now what are we gonna do to try to hurt this man? Anything but call him a nice, polite white man, right? Can't say that, right? Gotta say he's a fucking nationalist, a supreme leader, and all this crazy crap. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Oh, now they're trying to shoot. Now they're trying to shoot the guy. Oh, because that's what we do in a democracy, right? Oh, and by the way, we don't even elect our candidate. We're just going to tell the whole party who's going to run instead of Joe Biden. Gotta love that democracy, right? Yeah. They want a judge to tell the commander-in-chief, a local district judge, to tell the commander-in-chief that he can't put illegal, violent murderers back to their country. That's crazy. Right? They literally make Christianity a terrorist organization for some reason. I don't get that. You know, I always wondered, and this is nothing against the Hindus and the Muslims or anyone else, right? I'm just wondering, why did they specifically say you can't go to church? They said you can't go to church on Sunday, right? They didn't say you can't go to your mass or your, the Muslims' place of worship. They didn't say that. They said Christians can't do this specifically. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. Because if they said that to the Muslims, they would have been called racists, right? And I love the whole thing that they say, so now because, there's a changing in fortune of a skin color, which, mind you, I am Native American. I do have Native American blood in me, right? From America, right? So of all people, I could be just as fucking upset, right? But I'm not, right? But now that they're saying, this and that, it's like now they can be racist outright and open, right out on news, literally speaking racist topics, and they don't have any type of problems at all. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, they do. You know what happens? They get fired. What happened to Whoopi Goldberg? What happened to the other one there on CNN? What happened to her? She has TDS. There's like all kinds of people losing their jobs. I wonder why they're losing their jobs. Because they're costing these news channels, these legacy media that we were supposed to trust. The American people are supposed to trust their legacy media. Yet what happened? They're getting sued for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Not just by one person. We're talking literally like multiple people are suing these people for hundreds of millions of dollars. They can't take hits like that. So what happens? They get checked. They said too much. They went too far. They were way too racist, right? They were way too biased. They were way too everything. Like they needed to take a chill pill. Yet they were literally stuck in this hypersensitive emotional state. It's almost like they were like stuck in a bubble of confusion, chaos, and apathetic unreason. Like almost like they were scared. It's like, hold on now. Hold on, old sis. Hold on there, creature. So anyway, it's just, I kind of look back and I think, COVID that was crazy. That was absolutely wild. Then we find out that it was an American paid lab. That's why Fauci got a pardon. Because Fauci owned the lab in Wuhan. Fauci literally owned it. He's the one who was the leader of this lab where COVID broke out in China. So they made it seem like it was a China virus, yet we literally built and paid for that lab, paid for all of the creations inside of it, paid the people to work there. It was an American lab. Crazy as hell. That's why Fauci got his pardon right there. So, you know, there's a lot of things that the media doesn't want to tell all these people because they literally wouldn't be able to deny their guilt, their collusion in the lies. They're obsessed. They're absolutely obsessed with trying to help one party. And the only reason is because they literally get paid to do so. So these special interests that pay for the campaigns of these politicians, which shouldn't be happening at all, by the way. Make sure you like and subscribe, please, because I bitch like this all the time while I work. Anyway, these paid politicians that shouldn't even be getting paid, it was literally put in the Constitution to watch out for this specific thing. Just like I just laid all that caulking right down on my goddamn work. I didn't have my tip of my caulking gun set correctly. No, I mean, our forefathers literally warned us, do not let special interests get involved in politics. Don't let big corporations own your politicians. And what did they do? They did exactly what the forefathers told us not to do. Why did they say that? Because they had learned from history that when companies own countries, all it does is turn in to special interest war now. Now it's not about the country. It's about the company's success. It's about the company's family success. It's about the company's friends' success. It's about all them rich people to get richer. Now, I'm not saying I hate on the rich people. Good for them. Good for you. Whatever, right? However, both parties are doing it too. Both parties. So we got to remember that. But at the same time, when did they allow it? The super PACs, they allowed this to happen recently. Just a little past 2000, it was like 2007 or something like that, where they voted it in that they could have larger donations from multiple corporations or something, even though it's collusion to like the worst degree. They basically helped them get in office by slandering their opponent with millions and billions of dollars. And then as soon as they get into office, now they're their little puppet. Now that politician is the special interest little puppet. No, I want a war over here. I need a war there so that I can sell all of this product to these guys. Or I'll sell this new product to you and you can give your old stuff to these guys and sell it to them and make more money than, right? So it's like this big revolution, industrial complex, right? Now, I'm not sitting here being some alarmist. I'm just saying, ain't that fucked up, right? Like, doesn't that sound a little weird? Why is this happening? That's all. And I have every right to sit here and friggin' complain about it. So anybody wants to be mad at me for that, they gotta just subscribe to my channel, man. Anybody wants to do that, they just gotta subscribe to the channel. Hit that link, hit that subscribe button. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, hit that share, go on, put it right on your Facebook and be like, hey, this guy's a hard worker, he's a good man. He's letting us into his life with his construction company, trying to train us how to be good carpenters. And remember, just because I do it one way don't mean everybody else has to. I'm not like that. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I just try to show people. Basically, I'm like, don't be scared of this. This is super easy. You're only doing one thing at a time. It's all, you can't do it all at once. And once you learn how to run that tool or whatever that, you know, you're freaked out about, then you know it for life, you know? And go slow into it, you know? Don't try to be up to the pace of someone that's done it for years. But no, I'm just trying to show people, hey, this is possible. You know what I mean? You can do it. And this is how I do it. So really, I complain about politics, but to be honest, I'm sick of talking about how to put caulk in a hole, okay? I'm sick of it. As if I'm sitting there and talking, make sure the caulk goes deep in the crack. It's like, yeah, okay, dude, that's enough. You know, that's rookie stuff to me. I don't really think it's funny every now and then, though. It was a good one the other night. Someone said, I use my little finger. Use my strong hand. And I'm just thinking that's fucking hilarious. That was a good one. All righty then. I need to get my rag a little wetter here. That's what she said. And you gotta be proud of me because I don't smoke cigarettes in here anymore. That was my last one. I use a vape. This is a double apple. It's good to use while you're hunting too. Bucks love it. Okay. I'm just gonna wipe down this extra feathering, make sure of it anyway. There ain't much there, but I want to make sure it's all gone. Because if you leave it, it's going to look like crap, you know. All we're trying to do is just fill the gap. See, I didn't really even imply a lot on there. Just nice and light, and I'm literally wiping it all off the face, like the actual face of the trim. You don't want it on there. You're just filling the gap. But that's why I always say, make sure your sealant goes in deep and you're wiping it both ways because it's grabbing each wall of each, you know, the gap that it's going up in. And you're pushing it over here to grab this side, then you're pushing it over here. And it's actually grabbing the wall and holding right there. And the deeper you go, the more surface area it has to grab and hold and stay. And then you wipe it nice and clean. And when you paint over it, it almost looks like it's not even there. You know, to a trained eye like myself, of course, I'll see it. But to most people, that gap isn't there. There's no air coming in. It looks wonderful, right? And if you leave it, it's gonna look like there's a big, like someone took putty and just threw it at the wall and left it. And it'll look like there's like a pancake sitting on your wall. And if you can't get it perfect, then just make sure it's feathered really well. Now I'm not done. Don't go anywhere, people. Don't go anywhere. I'm not done. I got all kinds of stuff to do now. I got all kinds of stuff to do. Don't go anywhere. I'm not done yet, man. Okay. Let me make sure. See, I knew it. I knew that was a gap. Knew it. This whole time I looked at that for a week and I said, oh, that's just the wood. Every single time I was like, no, that's just the wood. That's just the wood. And I look at it, boom. Plain as day, there was a gap there. All right, that's filled now. So what else do I have? Oh, down here. Got a lot to do. We gotta go do the bathroom. So I'm gonna set you up, kind of like over it, and have you do an overview. So we gotta do all this. Look at this gap, watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Look at this. See that? That's crazy, right? That's why I gotta do it. See that gap in there, everybody? Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you can, share my channel, please. I'm just starting out. I'm a family man. I love God. I work hard. And I own my own construction company, and I'm pretty funny half the time, but I'm funny looking the other half. But looks don't count, so please make sure you like and subscribe. All right. This is a no-no. I should not be putting stuff on this. So I need to cover this over. All right, let's go find something. My bottle. There we are. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, I literally made this. Oh, this one was for my bathroom. Is there another one? No? All right, I'll just cut this down then. Yeah, I'll take this outside and cut it down. Okay. Hey. That sucks. What an idiot. Literally just put pencil on my friggin' grout. White grout. Sorry. It'll be alright, right? It'll be alright. Okay. This is like chipping and cracking. Came in with something. I can't have dust in here no more. Not Dustin. Dustin can come over. I'm just saying dust inside, right? That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. Oh, and by the way, you're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes, and I do it all the time. It's ridiculous. But I swear I haven't lost my mind yet. Good enough, Bob. Good enough. Oh. Whoops. Nah, this was just some stuff that came with a product that I bought. We'll go put this damn thing away, right? Put my saw back. Oh, they got the heat blaring. Okay. Something like that right there. Something like it. That right there is a good dang damn thing right there. Bang, like that right there. Boom, like that right there. Go have a quick smoke of it while I clean this crap. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta clean up after yourself, man. I got you, man. I got you. Oh, shit. That was the face dive from hell. I'll give you guys like 5 attaboys for that. Am I still on live? Wow, I lost everybody for that one. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that face plant, guys. Sorry about that. That was a good, I'll give you an attaboy for staying to that one. That was a good one. Damn, that was a big hit. Where is it? Oh. Anybody like and subscribe? It's kind of hard to when you fall face plant straight down on the ground, right? All right. So I have to seal around all this stuff. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a call right back. You guys hang out right here. I have to go ask my real estate agent one thing. I'm not going to shut the live off. Stay right here. I'll be right back in probably like back in black, and that's a fact. I'm actually wearing white. Anyone? Hello, hello, hello. Anyone there? Hello, 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 hello. Anyone there? Tinkerbell, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Tinkerbell, you still there? Hey, babe. Should I start a new one? Probably. I lost steam. I love you. Isn't that good news from Suzanne? We'll be able to refinance to get our next house. That means all my money can go right to my debt. And I got a lot of it. Hammond, taxes, credit cards, utilities, truck as well. So, gotta get to work. How's it going? Hit that subscribe button, please. Who's there? Sorry, I lost you guys. I had to talk to my real estate agent, and I got really good news. She said it'd probably be able to refinance after because I did so much work on the house, and it's going to help us a lot that I did this. I'm really, really stressed out about it. So, trying to stay strong and finish strong. What about now? Can you hear me now? I was moving the camera. Hello. Should I just start a new one? Okay, love you. Guys, whoever's watching, I'm gonna literally end this and then go back and start a new one. So stay on my channel.